Hey, how's it going? My name's Nat. Let's see what's making news. Coming up. England players react to online racial abuse. Paddy Mills helps the Boomers to another win. And why is this ice cream melting so fast? But before we get started, why don't you hit subscribe? Some of England's players from the Euro 2020 team have been dealing with racist abuse online after their team lost to Italy. Lots of people have since spoken out against the hateful comments and have shown their support in other ways. Here's Joe.
Yesterday sure was a sad day for English football fans.
Oh, I've lost for words. I've literally lost for words.
But unfortunately, others responded in a really nasty way. Following missed opportunities in the penalty shootout against Italy, English players Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho and Bukayo Saka all received a wave of racist abuse online. And this mural of Marcus Rashford was even defaced.
To wake up to this, it's more depressing, isn't it?
Rashford has since released a statement, saying he's sorry for what happened during the match, but that he will never apologise for who he is. Now, England's Football Association says they want social media companies to enforce tougher punishments for people caught doing the wrong thing. And many others agree.
The players have had an incredible togetherness and spirit. For some of them to be abused is unforgivable, really.
It's a well-told story that social media companies have to come down harder on racist abuse.
When it's about things like race, things that are like completely out of your control, I just think that's unacceptable.
Thankfully though, there's still plenty of fans showing their support and pride in their country's effort.
I thought England did fantastically well.
I'm incredibly proud of the players, and we heal together as a team now.
The Australian Boomers have beaten Team USA in an Olympics warm-up game. USA, stacked with NBA players, is famously the team to beat. But today, the Aussies got it done, 91-83.
Punch out to Ingles, nudges his shoulder into him to just cut
Paddy Mills led the way again with 22. Have you ever been up in a hot air balloon? Well, 11-year-old Hamish here has, not once, but 120 times. Yes, really. It's a hobby that he loves and he hopes that one day he can turn it into a career.
It kind of just feels like the earth falls away from you. Like it's really smooth and gentle and peaceful.
For 11-year-old Hamish, that's the feeling he gets when he's in a hot air balloon. And it's one he's pretty familiar with, 120 times to be exact. You see, Hamish isn't just standing in these hot air balloons. Instead, he's actually become a bit of a co-pilot. And it all started when he was only 2 years old.
When I was 2, my parents took me to the Canberra Balloon Festival. I fell in love with them from there.
Then at 4 years old, he asked the crew if he can help out, and well, since then, the sky has been the limit.
He's as good as one of our chief crew. He really helps out a lot. Bar driving the cars and flying the balloon, he can pretty much do everything.
For now, he helps setting up the balloons as well as packing it up. But Hamish has some bigger plans.
18 or maybe a bit older, I'll try and get my commercial license so I can fly balloons like this one.
So who knows? Next time you see one of those colourful floating guys in the sky, it could be Hamish.
Lately, it seems like everywhere north of the equator is experiencing some pretty extreme heat. That's because it is. So I thought we'd take a quick look at how some folks up there are keeping cool. First up, to Russia. My oh my, look how fast that ice cream is melting. It's a time lapse, you record a thing in real time and then speed it up later. But it's a good example of how Russians in the city of Pskov are probably feeling right now. With temperatures 10 degrees hotter than average, many have taken to lakes and beaches to cool off. But it's not just people. This panda at a zoo in Moscow has been making the most of the cool water as well. Now to California in the US of A, where a bunch of places have reached soaring temps.
It's never been hotter. It feels like we're in an oven, yeah.
In many parts of the state, the mercury tipped 50 degrees. So how are they keeping cool?
We also had some fruit juice.
Yeah, fruit juice, yeah.
And we're staying in the air conditioning whenever we can.
Okay, what is it with all these frozen desserts? And finally to Madrid in Spain, where the local water fountain is really getting a workout. Temperatures here also crept up to 50 degrees Celsius, but it sure looks like many are dealing with it the best way they can. Well, that's all the news we've got for you today. Stay cool and hit subscribe, you know, if you want to be cool. See you tomorrow.